Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Psalm 4 and verse 6, it says, Many are saying, who will show us any good? Who can show us anything that's good? And maybe this is something that we could ask as maybe we watch the news or we keep track of the news media online. We might ask ourselves, who will show us any good? Everything seems to be bad news sometimes, and maybe even in our own lives, we might wonder, is there anything good? Is there anything positive going on that I can hold on to? Well, the psalmist gives us a very important principle because he goes on to say, Lift up the light of your countenance upon us, O Lord. You have put gladness in my heart more than when their grain and new wine abound. In other words, the psalmist is saying, okay, maybe we can't say that there is any good, but the Lord has put gladness in my heart. And that gladness that I have in my heart is more than the gladness that would come from having grain and new wine abound. In other words, the Lord has put gladness in my heart that is better than the gladness that comes from my circumstances. That though the Lord may not be changing the circumstances in the situation, the Lord is doing something in my heart and causing joy and gladness in my heart. And this is something that the Lord provides us and something that we can hold on to when we look around and say, like the people in this psalm, who will show us any good? Well, the Lord is good, and the Lord is doing good in us, within us. And this good is taking place despite our circumstances. It's something that goes deeper and runs deeper than the things of this world. There's things that God has done for us spiritually that can't be touched by this world. There's things that we can be joyful in and things we can be glad in that are not moved by the tides and the circumstances of life. But rather, these are the foundational things. These are the substantive things. These are the things that will last. The things that God has done for us through Jesus Christ puts gladness in our hearts. And we know that all the things that are going on around us, even the things that happen to us in which we say, who will show us any good? We know that we have a hope beyond all these things. And we have a God that transcends these things that we can hold on to, that we can be devoted to, the one who will lift up our heads and draw us close and put gladness in our hearts. And so let's be thankful for the Lord today, for the Lord who does a work in us that's deeper than our circumstances. It goes beyond this world. It's something that we can really hold on to even when we see no good in our lives. So here's some things we can reflect on and think about as we do reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.